Hey sports fans, welcome back. I've got a brand new unboxing here. It's a Theros holiday gift box. It comes with 4 Theros booster packs and this 2,000 plus card holder. I actually have the one from Return to Ravnica, and I don't know exactly how many cards it fits. When it says over 2,000, I assume it would mean at least 700 per row, so maybe 2,100. There's 3 empty rows in here. The cover here is nicely decorated. Got some text in the back with the contents on it. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. The box itself has Elspeth on the top, and then just the green motif all over the back and sides, kind of like scales, it looks like. One interesting thing I wanted to note about the outside of this box is this little space right here. And I didn't even know this was on the Return to Ravnica ones. It's just a spot where you can stick these labels that come with it. So you can even have this whole box dedicated to one color. You even have blank ones here, or something else that you may not have noticed before. But you can write or draw on anything in here. These go back basically through Modern. So you have 8th, 9th, 10th editions, M10, Ford, all the way through Gatecrash. And even just some generic Magic the Gathering Planeswalker type logos there, as well as your mana symbols and hybrids as well, which is nice. Commons, uncommons, all that stuff is kind of taken care of here, so that's nice. Into the pack, we've got a pack of separators here, which are the land art from Theros, and they are printed on a hard card stock, actually a plastic. And one of these I've seen in other videos that I liked a lot. I can't remember which one it was. It was this one. That's just kind of cool looking, isn't it? And now that I look at them, that glacier is pretty cool too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of those, and you'd put your label right across the top there. So along with these separators, you have your 3 rows here. You get 4 booster packs. I think a 20 land pack, and your 1 alternate art uncommon, which really doesn't have a whole lot of value. It's kind of something nice they throw in. It's actually very nice they do an alternate art version on these. I think it's something they could actually transfer over to their intro packs, make them a lot more popular if the foil rares they put on those were actually alternate art rares from what you'd get in your booster packs. Actually, it might even increase the value of the booster pack rares, because they wouldn't be able to go out and get bought just by buying a intro pack. But I digress. Forest, island, mountain, plains, swamp. Negative points for not being in Wooburg order there. And then our 4 booster packs that come with it as well. So we're just going to go ahead and open these up. Not expecting anything crazy with these. It'd be nice to pull something above $1 or so. The retail on these is about $20. You'll find in the coming months they actually do go up in value, sealed in the box, just because essentially because the boxes are valuable to people that want to have them for their collections. I think the Ravnica ones might be going for about $35 right now. So if I can do this right, we'll just zoom in on these cards here, and we'll just go right through to the uncommons and rare. Here, Peak Eruption is our first uncommon. Destroy target mountain. Deals 3 damage to that land's controller. Not bad for that cost. Thassa's Emissary, 4-drop 3/3 with Bestow 5. And all the things that go along with Bestow, it's +3/+3. When enchants a creature, but whenever Thassa's Emissary or enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that's nice. Kind of goes along with that scry. You're not yet looking at it, but it's still with the draw card theme for this from the set. Flamecast Wheel, 1-drop artifact. And our rare is a Spear of Helioid. It's a 3-drop legendary enchantment artifact. Creatures you control get +1/+1. 1 generic 2 whites, and tap it. Destroy target creature that dealt damage to you this turn. So not a bad artifact at all. I like that. Mountain and tip card. I don't think we're going for that breaking $1 rare there. I don't think that's terribly valuable. I don't have my cheat sheet here in front of me, though, so I could be wrong. What's weird, sometimes I'll look at a card and think it's potentially valuable, and it's not at all. Usually because it's included in an intro pack. Karametra's Acolyte. This is a 4-drop 1/4 add an amount of green mana to your mana pool equal to your devotion. I like this devotion mechanic. It's pretty cool. Phalanx Leader is a 2-drop 1/1 heroic. Flame Speaker Adept 2/3 3-drop. Whenever you scry, it gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. So if you're playing a deck and you want to go around that scry mechanic, definitely an inclusion there. And a rare is Temple of Deceit, so we got a scry land. Actually, this would have gone great together if we had a sealed, if we were playing in constructed. That'd be, well, I mean, you're not playing red, so that kind of stinks, but it's just it's a guild gate with a scry ability, but it's still worth a couple bucks. Maybe 3. All right, pack 3. And while we're doing this, I wanted you guys to tell me and girls, what you think would be the next best opening to do here. I've got a couple things on deck. I've got a booster box of Theros, of course, which I've mentioned in previous videos. And I also have a Fat Pack of Dark Ascension that I'd like to open up at some point, which is kind of cool. It's rotated out now, so it's not very relevant, but it's still kind of cool to see the older stuff once in a while. And then, what else do I have? Oh, I have all the Commander decks, and neither here nor there. I mean, there's plenty of videos of them around, but if you'd like to hear me comment on them, I'd be more than happy to. I don't play a whole lot of Commander, but if something that you'd like to see open, just let me know. I've got all of them here, so if there's a particular one you want me to open next, let me know that as well. Dissolve is a great counterspell here, essentially. Fanatic of Mogus. This is actually a really good, what am I trying to say? A really good commander card. When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage to each opponent. Anything that does each opponent is something that could benefit from the play in Commander. It's a 4/2 4-drop, so it's a little expensive. But it's really cool, especially if you're playing a mono red Commander deck. And the foil of this is actually, people are sharking it, thinking it's going to go up in value. I wouldn't disagree. I think it actually could. I'd be happy to see where it winds up. But essentially, you know, if you got a foil, let them stockpile it for now. Ordeal of Nylea, we all know that card. And our rare, Reaper of the Wilds, 4-drop 4/5, black and green. Whenever a creature dies, scry 1. Another creature dies, scry 1. So it doesn't happen when this Gorgon dies, when she dies. Tap 1 black, Reaper of the Wilds gains Death Touch until end of turn, and then 1 generic and 1 green gains Hexproof until end of turn. Pretty good to put on the stack if it's targeted by a spell from your opponent. So that's actually a pretty good card, I think. Island Tip. And then our final pack. Let's go right to the uncommons. 2-headed Cerebrus, actually. I like double strike cards. Battlewise Hoplite. 2/2 for 2. Heroic. Because spell that targets this card, put a +1/+1 counter. And then scry 1. Sentry of the Underworld. 3/3 for 5. Flying Vigilance. Pay 3 life and tap 2. Regenerate it. 100-handed one, and I got a rare. Wow. I got a foil 100-handed one right behind the 100-handed one. I've never actually seen that in the same pack. I know there's like a myth about the one dude who pulled a Tarmogoyf, a foil Tarmogoyf in the same pack of Modern Masters. I mean, he could have gone out and bought them. but what good does that do? But wow, that's pretty cool. So 100-1 is a 4-drop, 3/5. I don't think it's terribly valuable at the moment. It has Vigilance, though, which means, for the newer players, that it does not tap when it attacks. And Monstrosity 3, which I think is overvalued. It's a very high cost for it. But you pay 3 generics and 3 whites. This creature, if it's not monstrous already, which means you can't do it more than once, put 3+1/+1 counters on it and it becomes monstrous. So that in of itself is very expensive for a +3/+3. But then again, you're getting a 6/8 for 6 extra mana. Late game, it could net you some pretty impressive damage points, especially if you're playing Commander, because stuff gets late game very quickly there. And as long as it's monstrous, it has Reach, which means you can block flying creatures and can block an additional 99 creatures each combat. So that's cool, and that foil art is pretty cool. You'll see the severed arms in the back kind of stand out. I didn't notice that at first when I first saw the card, but it is pretty cool. Up there with my favorite artwork for a foil. So I've gone on long enough. Let me know what you would like to see in the next opening in the comments below. I appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the like button. I appreciate all those, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks a lot.